My name is Barry, and I'm a filmmaker. One of the biggest things that I struggle with is once I get a new idea, figuring out where to start. In this video, I'm going to talk about who I am, what I do, and how I've tackled this problem head-on throughout my whole life. So stick around, enjoy, and I hope you find value out of it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And first of all, I just want to give a huge thank you to everybody who liked, commented, and shared with your friends the recent Philippines short film. I mean, I was not expecting the short film to blow up like that. I mean, the amount of reception that video got is insane, and I have nothing but just sheer gratitude for you guys. And seriously, guys, thank you. Long story short, I'm a filmmaker here based in Seattle, Washington, and I've been doing it ever since as long as I can remember. I have always been fascinated with all these movies that I would watch, like Apocalypse Now, Schindler's List, City of God, Her, and Arrival, and just the amount of beauty that you can capture with just a camera is so inspiring. And for some reason, no matter how hard I try, I just can't seem to get away from filmmaking. And so I dream of just making all these amazing videos that tell these incredible stories and so on and so forth. When I was a kid, I would make these short little skit videos. And at the time they were really bad, but I mean, the main thing is that I had a lot of fun doing it. Then I took a summer program class at the University of Southern California's film school and studied film there for a summer when I was in high school. And it was really there where I started to see it as more something I was passionate about. And ever since then, I've just been on the go, making short films every which way I could. When I was a senior in high school, I created this short film called El Doggo. It was screened at the National Film Festival for Talented Youth, which was completely unexpected. When I showed up there, I mean, there were people that had makeup designers, production designers, cinematographers, and I just showed up there with just me and my camera and my dog, and that's really it. And what was even crazier was that I won Best Emerging Northwest Filmmaker there, which I was not expecting. But that was a big turning point for me, that I really started to look at it as not only was this something I was passionate about, but this is something that I could do as like a profession. And then after college, I started freelancing. I started offering my services to businesses and real estate agencies, and now I'm a video production manager for a real estate brokerage, and I'm a video editor for Cairo 7 News. So I guess you could say my entire life is consumed by movies. I came across Sam Colder's videos, I came across Jacob Mahailo's videos, and those really inspired me to sort of like go travel a little bit. So I started going to places like Utah, Banff National Park, started hiking around the Pacific Northwest here home, and then eventually I went to the Philippines, and then that's when I made this short film. And the reason why I started this channel is because I feel like this is one of the best ways that filmmakers can utilize their craft and to tell stories that they really want to tell. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of really good inspiration out there. There's a lot of really good content, and it's very easy to get stuck in the mode of like self-comparison a lot. And that's one of the biggest death traps that filmmakers like us fall into. But for me, I just found it much easier to just start making things that I was fulfilled by. And really, that's just YouTube videos and travel videos that you see on this channel. And I hope to make more. And so yeah, guys, that's a little bit about me, and thank you for sticking with me for this little adventure in the park. Let's go somewhere else right now. All right, guys, so we're here in my new apartment right now. This is my new space. It's a lot different than the one that we saw in the Philippines video. However, it's a lot homier. I feel it's a lot more cozy. Yeah, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make that little area right there like a little studio area. I just got a bookshelf. It's on the ground over there, but I'm about to assemble it, so let's get after it. Okay, so how do you like it? It's cool, right? I don't know if you can see that if it's focusing, but it's way better than I think just like a blank wall. But yeah, guys, back to the matter at hand. So I think we live in an age of a lot of saturation, a lot of content saturation particularly. I personally find it a huge struggle to at least not go by and scroll on YouTube or scroll on Instagram and not feel like damn, this is the standard, because you see so much good content out there. I mean, when you scroll on Reels and you go on your YouTube suggested, I mean, you see some of the best content because that's the stuff that gets pushed most. And then I would get super inspired, but then I would have no idea where to start. And then I would get into this mode of like, oh, what if I do this? Maybe that would work, maybe this, I don't know, no, not that. And then next thing you know, time goes by, not doing anything. So for instance, back in quarantine a few years ago, I wanted nothing more than to travel the world. But obviously I didn't have the funds, and there were some countries that had, you know, travel restrictions. And so I would just go hike like right next door, and I would just bring my camera, bring my drone, and I would just film the whole adventure and then just make like a little montage in the process. And doing that sort of strengthened the muscle a little bit. It gave me a little bit more practice and a little bit better knowledge of what you can do, what's doable and what is not doable, what I like versus what I don't like. And so I would just throw these edits together, see what came out of it. If something didn't work, I wouldn't really sweat it too much. I would just make it and then just send it off. If it was so bad, it was just unpostable, I would just not post it. I would just store it away, you know? And that only allowed me to build the practice, the knowledge, and the wisdom. I was able to travel longer distances and work with more clients, basically. So whether you're new to content creation or filmmaking, or there's a project that you really want to start, but you don't know where to begin, my best advice is just to start experimenting. Put one step forward. You know, put a little bit of cream in there before you pour the coffee in, so to speak. And honestly, everything you make, it doesn't have to be like a huge masterpiece or anything like that. Like, it can just be a short little montage clip of your day in the life or whatever. And no, like, you don't really need a huge camera setup or anything like that. You don't need a huge like camera crew or anything. You can just show up with just like your iPhone, and honestly, the quality that you can get from just an iPhone, like, that's good. Like, that is already good enough. It just goes to show that just by making something, just as long as you're making something, like, you're doing yourself a favor. You're doing the world a favor. You're showing the world who you really are. And it is a beautiful thing, guys. So this is your sign, guys, to grab whatever camera, whatever thing you have, get out there and make something today. All right, guys, thank you guys for watching. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And without further ado, guys, I'll catch you in the next one.